See that? They ain't write Assyrian on the stone. They wrote the Paleo-Hebrew on the stone. The Mexicans did. Proving that they are the 10 tribes that came over here, like Ezra spoke about, which Cristobal Colon had the records to the Vatican archives and knew about this. And put it in a movie to back it up. Now hold on, let me get my books out. Because I'm the crazy guy with all the facts though. Americans, y'all don't deal with facts, y'all deal with what y'all imagination want to make up. It's called Hollywood. Matter of fact, let me just get my book real quick. Now I'm gonna get a book about the Mexicans real quick. See that? Because y'all scribes, y'all call them today. Hold on, let me get my books together. Y'all scribes in the ancient world, what y'all would call today y'all professors, they knew about this. That's why this book is the origins of the American Indians. See that? Facts. And then guess where it's from? Guess where it was printed from? It's a University of Texas Press, right here in Texas. They know all this. See, y'all don't know, but y'all federal and state and local government, they know why I'm out here. They know this is the truth. Bush them know this is the truth. And they know that I symbolize and mark the end of this society. Hebrew Israelite, with all the facts. By Lee E. Hutchinson. Let's get that. See that? Now, even when you go to page 88 in this book, Origins of the Indians, it say the Mexicans, which that's who we talking about, who y'all took their land during the Louisiana Purchase, which I'm gonna get into that real soon. The Mexicans are originally of the 10 tribes captured by Shalmaneser. See that? Shalmaneser is the same person that's written of in 2nd Ezra. Same king, the Assyrian king. These are facts. See that? And I'm using y'all books that was printed by what? The University of Texas Press. See that? I got the facts. So let's keep going. So 2nd Ezra 13 and 40. These are the 10 tribes which was carried away prisoner out of their own land. Which, what is their own land? The Mexicans. Their original landmass is called Israel. They are part of the 10 tribes, which is 12 tribes. Because Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob made up of 12 sons. The Mexicans are Issacharites, which is here walking around this land. And y'all book that was written called The Origins of the American Indians by Lee E. Hutchinson, get mad at him because he's a white guy, had this printed at the University of Texas Press. But it happened to actually match the scriptures. So let's go back into 2nd Ezra on what the scriptures say. And for all you Christians out there who y'all looking like, well, where that book come from? Why don't y'all ask McCain when he died, why was they reading this book at his death? Or his funeral, what y'all would want to call it. Which I know he woke up to a whole bunch of black people. That's funny. And then you have to ask Trump himself, when he got inaugurated, why did he use the Apocrypha to get inaugurated in if it's not canon? Y'all gotta ask these questions. Call your local senator and president and ask him why is he reading out of a book that's not even canon at his inauguration.
Might have to be till Monday, bro.
Them facts. So let's keep going. So 2nd Ezra 13 and 40, it says, these are the 10 tribes which was carried away prisoner out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captives. See that? That's the same thing that's written in the Bible is what's written in this history book. So it say this page 88, by the way, if you want to know what page. The Mexicans are originally of the 10 tribes captured by Shalmaneser and of the family of Issachar. And what do the word Issacharite means in Hebrew? He is hired. Who's the hardest working people in the world? The Mexicans. That's called omen nomen. Your name mean what your spirit and what you was gonna be doing here on the earth. See, the only people that can have a conversation with me is people that's learned. And you gotta be extremely learned to understand what I'm saying, because if not, you would think I was crazy. But I got all the books and the facts. And that's a fact, because I'm standing right here. So anybody welcome to come up if they're a student of history. If not, keep it moving. So let's keep going. Whom the Indians recognize as their special ancestor. See that? They didn't call themselves Mexicans. They said our special ancestors are the Issacharites, which is one of the 12 tribes of Jacob. That's why when you looked at that Les Lunar stone they had, what written on there? What was their original language then? It's called the Lashawam Kadash, aka Paleo Hebrew, which means holy tongue. Now let's keep going. So what else happened? So 41, but they took this counsel among themselves that they would lead a multitude of the heathen go forth in a further land where never mankind dwell, that they might keep their statutes which they never kept in their own land. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. I wish I had a map, because see, now we need to do geographical breakdowns on the maps. For through that country there was a great ways to go, namely a year and a half, and the same region is called Ashtarat. Ashtarat means where no one ever dwelled before. Or let me say it right, that means new land. So it took a year and a half to get there, right? So if it took a year and a half to get from through the Euphrates River, you go down around the Horn of Africa, which that's where the rough sea's at, because it tell you that even the Lord himself, he had to calm the water for them. Let me read it to you. So you want to say, oh, he's just saying that. No. The book just saying that. I'm just reading. 2nd Esdras 13 and 47. The highest shall 43. Let's start at 43. 2nd Esdras 13 and 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river, for the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the floods till they was passed over. See that? So that Horn of Africa, if you know anything about maritime law and seeing, see that? You will know that that's the roughest part to go by in Africa. It's called the Horn of Africa. This is how who you would call the natives or indigenous people to North, Central, and South America, it's in the Bible on how they got here, not the Bering Strait. And the historian people, they know this, especially here in Texas, because this book was printed at the University of Texas. You don't think they got a copy? I got a copy. I know they got a copy. Come on, man. So it said it took what? A year and a half, right? To get there. So if it took a year and a half to get there, how long do you think it take to get back? A year and a half. So a year and a half and a year and a half is what? 3 years. Because Solomon, son, the Africans, that's where you get the Omen dynasty, or that first African stone that was over here in America that they ran into, which, okay, let me get that. I can already see y'all what? We got everything. We got everything. Let me get that real quick. Because Solomon had the Africans working for him. So y'all say, well, but I thought the blacks was over here first. No. Wasn't no black people over here first. It was Israelites over here first. Let me show you. In case y'all don't know. Here it is right here. It say Negroes in America before Columbus, which that's a lie. because these are Hamitic Africans. See that? This is called head of the Ominic dynasty of about 500 AD. Reproduced in American Museum of Natural History in New York. Here it is right here. See that? And this ain't no African. I mean, this is not a Negro of American descent. This is an African Obama people. Because Michelle is an Israelite, Obama is a Hamite. It's a difference. They from the son of Ham, we from the son of Shem. Remember Noah and the flood? He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Everybody act like they be like they can't remember. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got it all right here for you. So like I was saying, so as you can see, that Omanix man is not what you would call a Negro of American descent that was on the transatlantic slave trade. We are Israelite. We from the tribe of Judah, which is the top tribe, which who y'all call you Latins, because I'm speaking to y'all, El Clistos. See that? He was a black man. So Jesus, that's why Zeus was black deity. They got the black Madonna in the Roman Catholic Church. Them facts. Go ask them why it's in there. Don't ask me. So let's get back on this history. We out here having a whole history lesson at the toppest level you can get at. This is not for the faint-hearted or weak hands. And if you ask me yourself, this guy's like he's feeling himself. You're right, I'm feeling myself. I'm gonna tell you what Solomon said in Wisdom of Solomon 1:5. He said what? I am black but handsome. He said calmly, but calmly mean handsome. That's my ancestor. So of course I'm supposed to be feeling myself. Wouldn't you? Okay, it say this first Kings 10 and 21. And all King Solomon's drinking vessels was of gold, and all the vessels of his house of the forest of Lebanon were pure gold. None were of silver. It was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon.
Is this a camera?
Yeah, it is.
Is it on?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I interrupting you?
No, you fine.
I just want to ask you one question, then I'm going to go on about my way.
Okay.
I don't know if you got an answer, maybe, and I ain't trying to drag out lifetime, and I'm on my lunch break.
Okay. If it's biblical, I got to answer.
I know it may not be biblical, it may be, I think it is.
Okay.
I'm trying to enlighten myself. I just woke up not too long ago. I noticed that people from Africa, men and women, when they see, and it hit me Saturday. Okay. I was at a tire shop getting some new tires put on my car, and an African man came in there and he looked at me strange. And I had been noticing that, but it just hit me like a light bulb Saturday. Exactly. Why do they do that? Is it because they know who we are? Because they originally, to my understanding, sold us to white folks in the slavery. Exactly. Is that what that is? That's what this is. Yeah. Is that why they look at us like that? Yeah, because it's in the Bible. I'm going to answer it according to the Bible. Here it is right here. And I've been reading up on stuff like that. That's why I decided to come back and ask you that. Exactly. The reason why they look like that is because he was looking at me so crazy, I almost asked him, why you looking at me like that? Exactly. And then it hit me. I'm like, okay, that's why he's looking at me like that. Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah, that's the spirit. Because we was all told that Obama and Michelle are black people. No. Michelle, okay, you had a story, you had King David, right? Remember, he fought a guy named Goliath. Right. The difference between... A Nephilim. Exactly. The Nephilims are Africans. King David was an Israelite. Those of us that was on the transatlantic slave trade that came here to America, they know that we're from the tribe of Judah. Right. Which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. So they are our enemy according to the Bible. Our ancestors always fought their ancestors. But then you would say, well, how we get there? Because we came from being captors in Babylon, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me. I got that book too. We came from being captors by the Babylonians, Persians, whatever you want to call them. They the modern day Iraqis, correct? Exactly. We went to northern Africa and established our kingdom, and they captured us and sold us to the colonizers. Okay, now let me read to you out the Bible. You got it. You know okay, so I was like, because when he was looking at me out at the tire shop, I'm like, yeah. And it just hit me. Now let me put the scriptures on it. This Joel 3:1.
For behold, in those days and at that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Judah is these people, the Negroes. Jerusalem would be Benjamin and Levi. These three together, right? That's what it's talking about. That's why nobody wants us to know who we are according to the Bible.
And I thought that was odd too. Because
Exactly.
every race can know and trace their people back to Magog and Gomer and all that stuff. Why we didn't trace ours back?
Because ours go back to this. And then they have to tell you that who they call Christ, or if you want.
Well, to me, that's a Roman Catholic myth.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because his name is, just let me show him to you real quick. But I want to get that Joel before you go. See, this is the myth right here that's being broken today. This is Yahushua, which come out the tribe of Judah. That's Hebrews 7:14. This is our ancient ancestors, Moses and Solomon and King David. That's why I brought up King David, because he was a black man from the tribe of Judah. So was his son Solomon. So was those of us, the transatlantic slave trade, us African Americans, what they call us. We're from that line too. Okay. And at the top echelon of the United States government, they know this. So
it's always been hidden. I've always wondered, why is it every race can ascertain where they came from as far as Shem, Japheth, and Ham, but we can't.
Because they would have to say, look, you guys are Shemitic.
Nobody wants to admit that.
Abraham, because then that's the end of the colonizer world.
Nobody wants to admit that.
When we wake up, that's showing you that the man who I just showed you, whose name is Yahushua, Yah meaning he, Yahushua, he's the Savior. He's coming back, and the signs is everywhere. We know we see the signs. So now it's the awakening of his people.
Well, like I said, I'm recently woke. It's not 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd ask you that, because this happened Saturday. I'm like,
exactly.
Every time I go somewhere, like I took my son, I put forth an attempt to, address and spend my money with my people, because all black folks ain't.
Yeah, exactly.
Black folks.
Exactly.
So I took my son to a black eye doctor. She was African.
Oh no.
That was another.
They spirit, not spirit.
That was another controversy.
But that's because this. Let me finish. Joel 3, and I'm gonna start at 2. And I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, which they're in the Middle East now, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nation and parted my land, because we originally from Jerusalem, but now they got the fake Jews over there.
Well, the Khazars are over there now.
Exactly. So you got it.
I'm just trying to get it together.
Right. It's all right here in the scriptures. And they have cast lots for my people